Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We are doing something out of the ordinary for me today. If you know, I struggle with mental health issues.
I'm mentally ill.
Like many people do these days. And so I have put off covering the MLM Amare, which is also known as the MLM that has happy juice. Very, very problematic. And I've avoided covering them because I don't want to be triggered. But this is just an opportunity call, so I don't think it should be too bad.
But boy, was I wrong.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I do think that they need more coverage overall, but I know that they are very toxic to cover. So a lot of people can't cover them, like myself. So I figured an opportunity call won't hurt too bad. But if you are somebody who gets triggered by these types of things, please exit out of this video. I'll put a playlist up in the corner that has trigger warning free videos. They're anti-MLM coverage on things like Sensi, Pink Zebra, Mary Kay, things like that that aren't going to trigger the mental health or any kind of health issues that you also deal with. So feel free to click on that and I will see you in those videos. Otherwise, we're gonna get into it. But first, disclaimer.
And if you disagree, then you jaws and your claim get audited. Who you know do the beat and the talking and write the harmonies. I'm really convinced there's nobody out here going hard as me. Okay, now that that is out of the way, if you're not new here, you know that we have one more piece of housekeeping. And you also know that you can skip ahead to the reaction. Here on the bar, it will say reaction starts here, or you can find a timestamp in the description that you can click on to go straight to the reaction. However, if you are new here, please give this a listen at least once. I do not blur the names or the faces of the individuals that I am reacting to in my videos. This does not mean that I am encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful messages or mean comments. That is never what I want anybody to do. I'm also not inciting hate toward these individuals. My content is always meant to be educational, but most of all, entertaining. So let's all do our part and keep it that way. And with that, let's get the into it. Now, really quickly, if you're not familiar with Amare, like I said in the beginning of this video, they are a mental wellness MLM. The mental wellness movement is what it says on this opportunity call, which
What the f does that even mean?
is very, very problematic. Mental health is not something that should be addressed by somebody who is in an MLM who paid money to join to sell happy juice. Never, ever. Mental health should be addressed by a physician, a psychiatrist, a therapist, a counselor, somebody who is equipped to do so, has the training to do so. These people just bought into an MLM. They have no training. They're not required to have any kind of certification or licensure. They don't have to go through any testing. They just buy into this MLM and start promoting this bullshit product that is supposed to help you with all of your mental health issues. As you can probably tell, I have very strong opinions about it because I am somebody who has suffered with mental health. I also have a long family history of mental health, and I just see this as something that is not going to end well, and I would like for it to stop before we end up there. But now that that is all out of the way, this is a top leader in Amare who is putting on an opportunity call for individuals to come and hear about the business opportunity and what can happen if they join Amare. So we're gonna get right the fuck into it now.
Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to have you here tonight. We are going to do a brief overview, kind of give you a peek behind the scenes at what is happening with the business side of the mental wellness company and what is happening within this movement. So I'm so excited you're here. I just asked everyone, drop in the chat where you're from. We've got people coming in left and right through the waiting room, so we're getting you in as fast as we can. Welcome. If it's your first time on a call like this, drop a number 1 in the chat. If you've maybe tuned in before, maybe you're already in our team, drop a number 2 in the chat. We want to see who's with us tonight and welcome you in, especially if you're here for the first time. We're very excited to have you join us tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about the social need around mental wellness, the timing of the company and our world right now, and the opportunity that's available to each of us inside of this company. So welcome. We are being hosted tonight by the Happy Team. My name is Amanda Cooper, and I'm going to give you a peek into our team, the resources available to you and what is happening specifically inside the company, but then also this team, because you have access to something really incredible happening here. So welcome to each of you, whoever invited you. Maybe give them a shout out in the chat, and they obviously care about you. They're posting something really exciting. And so we're glad that you're here with us, whether it's live or if you watch this later on the replay. So welcome to all of you. We've got about 125 people right now on this call live and more coming in by the second. So welcome to each of you. We're very excited to have you here tonight. Tonight, I'm being joined by three of my dear friends. We're going to go over this together. I'm so excited that you guys get to meet them. These women are powerhouse inside of this industry and inside of the movement, inside of the mental wellness company. So I'm excited for you to learn from them tonight. We've got Karen Serrano, 2-star diamond. We've got Jill Sager, 3-star diamond, and Amanda Givens, 1-star diamond. And I will be your host tonight. My name is Amanda Rose Cooper. As I mentioned, I'm a presidential diamond with Amare and the founder of the Happy Team. I'm so excited that you are here with us tonight. You're going to learn a lot. So as we dive into this, I would just love for these women to unmute and introduce themselves. Karen, let's start with you.
Hi, I am so excited to share more with you tonight. My name is Karen Serrano. I joined Amare at the end of August of 2022, but then I didn't launch my business until October 11th of 2022. So we've been doing this business for a little bit over a year, and it has been the most incredible experience. I needed these products because I was dealing with a lot of emotional issues. I was experiencing stress and anxiety. So the products came to me at a time when I really needed them. But I was also at a pivotal time where I was experiencing a downfall in my previous network marketing business. And I said to myself, if these products work for me, I'm going to shout them from the rooftops.
It sounds like the perfect storm for her. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to make it through this whole opportunity call. I already had to collect myself.
Are you crying?
I cry when I get really pissed off, like really, really pissed off, and I'm so mad. So just hearing how she fell into it and then reading this blurb is infuriating me. But I also truly feel like this MLM needs to be the next one to be shut down. And it's not going to happen unless enough light is shined on to this MLM. And I'm still going to put my clips in, and I'm still going to make this video as upbeat as all of my other ones. I'm just having a moment. And I also want to make it clear, I'm not faulting any of these individuals that are on this call whatsoever. To be 100% honest, if I was not an anti-MLM advocate or aware of the MLM business model, I'd probably fall for this. Because you literally, when you're feeling like this individual is describing, if you've never experienced it, you will literally do anything to stop feeling that way. Also want to say, I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm taking my meds.
I have my coping mechanisms. I have my medication that I take. I'm just very pissed off that this business is still a thing. And that's why I'm covering it. That's why I'm pushing through. We're going to keep going. I just wanted to make it clear. I'm not faulting anybody that's on this call at all, because I get it. I'm faulting the business. And like I said, I want to make sure that there's a light shining on it to bring more awareness around it, to hopefully make it stop. It needs to stop. And with that said, we're just going to get back into the bullshit opportunity call. I'm going to make it as light as possible and add as many fun clips as we can, because I just want to bring awareness in a fun way, okay?
All right, let's have fun.
And at the time, Amare was only in their 5th year. So I knew the potential of what this could mean for myself and for my family and for thousands of others that have joined us along the way. So you are here at the right place at the right time. I hope that you pull something from this call tonight and you see the vision, the same vision that we have seen, because there is a really bright future here with the Mental Wellness Company.
I love it. Thank you, Karen, for sharing that. Jill Sager, would you share?
Hey everybody, I am Jill Sager and I'm from Central Florida, and I started with Amare about 1.5 years ago, and the products, the opportunity, the community was everything I was looking for. I have about a 10-year history in network marketing. So when I chose to align with Amare, it was because I knew that I was going to pick a company that could not only help benefit my family, but also the others in my life that I knew needed a company that had products, an opportunity, and a community that they could trust in for long-term growth. And so I'm really excited that you said yes to this call tonight, and I can't wait for you to say yes to Amare and the Happy Team.
So are we basing this on the fact that so many people struggle with mental illness, that there's going to be customers and people joining forever? Is that why we are feeling this way, that there's longevity in this MLM? Because that's gross.
Yay. Thank you, Jill. Amanda, would you share?
Yeah. Hi, friends. I'm Amanda Givens. I'm from Springfield, Missouri, but thanks to Amare, we just moved to St. Pete Beach, Florida, which is amazing. We grew up there and now we live here.
Why thanks to Amare? What does Amare have to do with anything? Thanks to jobs that pay us, because that's what this is, a job, not a business.
And I want to really quickly shout out my team because we are this close to 2-star diamond tonight and they are working their butts off. And so love you guys so much. You guys, I said no to this business. I was like, I don't know that I'm going to do network marketing again. I had done it for 9 years and I will never forget. Jill handed me sticks of happy juice and I said, what is that? I was like, what is that?
It's bullshit.
And I said, just tell me this. Is it organic and are the ingredients clean? And she said, yes, I promise they are. And I was grieving and I was in a really hard place with my business and my life. My father had passed and it worked. It worked in 3 days. I felt a massive difference. And that's when I decided to dive in and just look at the opportunity and what Amare could be for us. And
What? It worked within 3 days. Within 3 days, you were fine? First of all, that's a claim that you can get in trouble for. That's a health claim that we can't make. You drank happy juice during your morning period, like during a time of mourning, and it made you feel like nothing happened in 3 days. That's a crock of bullshit.
I knew with every fiber of my being that it was something that I needed to say yes to. And it has been the best yes, because it has been the wildest year that I never could have predicted. And I'm excited to share with you guys tonight. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amanda. And I'm excited for you. And we're cheering you guys on over the finish line. Okay, you guys, if this is your first time here, the first thing that we would love for you to know is that Amare is more than just a mental wellness company. They are making waves in this industry and across the world. It is a mental wellness revolution, from sourcing all natural ingredients for our premium supplements to providing mental wellness resources that can help people thrive. Amare is making a real change in the world. Mental wellness is essential for everyone. Would you guys agree? Drop a yes in the chat if you know that for sure we all need to have a happy, healthy life. And
well, that's an obvious question to be asking. Like, yes, mental and physical health is the most important thing in life, because if you don't have that, then you have nothing, right? You can't go to work, you can't function with your family, like you can't do anything without those two things in check. So thank you for stating the obvious, Captain Obvious.
And so we are the catalyst for that movement. This is why the business works so well. We're going to give you a peek at it. We're going to give you a peek at the products. We're going to give you a peek at the opportunity and the global market happening right now. But the biggest thing I want to say to you tonight, you guys, is that you are in the right place at the right time. And I just want to pat you on the back, because not only are you in the right place at the right time, but you are aware that you're at the right place at the right time. And that is the game changer right there, because a lot of people have maybe seen it and not been aware that right now matters so much, but you are aware. That's why you're on this call. And so I'm very excited for you. All of us hosting tonight, we were aware and we jumped in and we saw this huge momentum and a huge opportunity. And we knew what that could mean, not just for our own personal families, but for the lives that we were going to touch through our networks. And so tonight, as you're on the call, I want you to kind of think about, maybe grab a pen and a paper to write notes with, but also start writing names down of who comes into your mind as you're listening, of who needs the products and who needs the business. Because I promise you, everyone in your life right now could benefit from either one or both. And you probably know people you need to text as soon as you get off this call. So kind of keep that in mind as you're listening. Open up your heart and your mind, because we are about to dish out some really exciting things. And I hope it is a game changer for you and your family. All right, let's dive in. So first of all, what is Amare? Somebody just asked me the other day, how do you pronounce it? Is it Amar? And I said, no, it's Amare. Amare is actually a Latin word and it means to love. And I love that about this company, because everything that we're going to show you is based around the idea of love. It's how we can love our communities more, love ourselves more, take care of ourselves. How many of you guys have ever heard the quote, you can't pour from an empty cup? And I know for a lot of us, especially as women on the call, we felt like we had been pouring from an empty cup for so long. And so with these,
we've all heard it, especially in the MLM world.
You can't pour from an empty cup, so I'm going to fill up your cup.
That is nasty.
It's gross and it needs to stop. Not everybody's cup who's not in an MLM is empty. Most people who are in an MLM have an empty cup.
Products have done for us is given us the opportunity to pour back into ourselves so that we can show up as our best self. And so I love that about what we do here. The mission of Amare is to create a holistic mental wellness platform of products, programs, and people. And it's the first company in the industry addressing both mental and financial wellness. So it's very exciting. I'm going to pass it over to Jill Sager to talk about why Amare and why now.
It's very exciting. No, It's absolutely disgusting is what it is. It's very unethical. It's not right. It shouldn't be legal. But here we are calling it very exciting.
I know that everybody who is teaching on this call tonight was extremely intentional when they picked Amare. We could have picked from hundreds of, companies in the industry, but we chose Amare. And a lot of that is because of what you see on this page. So take a quick screenshot of this because it's going to come back as you're talking to other people about Amare as well. But right now, people need what Amare has. Mental wellness is so prevalent. 1 in 4 are actually struggling, and I am 1 in 4. And I have so many friends who are as well. And so it's neat to be able to give them an answer to something that they've been struggling with. Many of them felt like they didn't have any hope. The company itself is growing. We are seeing increase in revenue, in customers, sustainable orders. That is really important, that you don't have people that just come in and order once, but it's a product that they're using over and over. And that's because it works. We also stand out in the industry. So people are looking at Amare and saying, why are people going there? What's going on over there? It's because we are standing out in the industry, from our comp plan to our community to our products. This is why Amare, this is why now, and we're going to dive deeper into that as we go on tonight.
Wait, I just want to read this slide because I don't think she read through everything. 1 in 4 are struggling with mental wellness. Over 54% did not receive care, which is a problem. Not that Amare can address, not that a happy juice, quote unquote, can address. That is not how we address it. Children as young as 5 years old are diagnosable with mental health struggles, and ADHD is on the rise and more. So you're going to cure all of those things and treat all of those things with happy juice? That's bullshit. And this is why it's so dangerous, because they're targeting these individuals who are literally looking for anything that will fix this issue that they're having because of the stigma that surrounds getting treatment for mental health issues. They're going to be like, oh, this MLM can help me. Let's just slap a Band-Aid on and see if it works. No, that's not the solution to this problem at all. It's not even close. It's like on a different island from the actual solution. And then it says industry standout, earn $500 when enrolling 5 people.
How is this not a pyramid scheme?
I love it so much. Thank you, Jill. Okay, I want you to see this, you guys. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, because this is what we're talking about. The opportunity is massive here. The global mental wellness economy looks like this. Now, if you haven't seen these numbers before, this might blow your mind a little bit, because most of us had not paid attention to this until we realized if we were searching for a business opportunity, we wanted to fill a great need in the world, because that equals a big business. And I'm going to show you that in the next few slides. So
you guys, this is so fucked. People with mental illnesses are not a fucking business opportunity. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
The global wellness economy is actually $5.6 trillion. This was in 2022. And it's divided up into these different categories. And the category I want you to pay attention to is this little turquoise bubble at the top. That's the mental wellness category. And that was at $181 billion. So that is huge. And the thing that you should also know, though, is that it continues to grow by about 12.8% every single year. So what does this look like? It means that, of course, in 2020, many of us realized and woke up to the fact that our kids were not okay. We were not okay. 1 in 4 people were struggling with their mental wellness, and that number continues to rise. In fact, they expect it to be 1 in 2. I'm just curious, if you're on this call tonight, would you say that you were 1 in 4, especially after 2020?
Ma'am, that's none of your fucking business. It's none of your business. It's their business and their therapist's business.
Do you feel like maybe you lost your fire a little bit? You got burned out? Maybe the world just felt weird and shook up a little bit. I know that was us, and things shifted in our world big time. And I think that now the conversation is out there. When I grew up, mental wellness was not something talked about in our home. Maybe it was for you, but it wasn't for us. I don't know if you can relate to that. We talked a lot about our physical health growing up, but never about mental wellness. And so now to be able to say, hey, we have all struggled in some capacity, whether that was we did have to go to a doctor and seek care, or whether that was us silently trying to mask it at home and put on a smile on our face and show up. There was an effect that happened to each of us. And so this market is massive. But the thing that is happening is that now that the conversation is happening and people are able to talk about it freely, now we can find solutions.
This makes me sick to my stomach. They're looking at the people with mental illnesses as a growing market for a business. And I get like there's the argument of medicine and big pharma, whatever, also doing the same thing. They have training. They're trained professionals in what they're doing, so they know what works and what doesn't work. They're not trying to recruit people to do anything. They're getting paid for doing the things they're trained to do, just like a hairstylist would do, just like a plumber would do, just like anybody in a trade or anything that requires education would do. And as somebody who takes medication to deal with these things, I'm grateful for that. And I see that there's actual data and things that go into it and research and things that go into it to make sure it's going to work for people. And they're not just out here being like, look at this business opportunity. The mental illness market is growing exponentially. You need to join this MLM. It's totally different. And this is the most disgusting way of approaching this issue.
Because over 54% of the people who were struggling last year did not receive care. So what would that look like for you in your business if you were able to meet that need for people? I mean, that's huge, you guys.
You're not able to meet that need for people. Again, you're another company selling snake oil, in my opinion. You're not giving them anything. You're giving them a drink mix and saying it's going to fix all of their problems. What's actually going to help them is speaking up for themselves, advocating for themselves, going to a doctor, going to a psychiatrist, a therapist, a counselor, taking their medications every day like they're supposed to help them. This MLM is not the answer. Drinking a drink mix and joining an MLM and building your pyramid is not going to address your mental health.
So at a 12.8% growth rate, by 2027, we are projected to be a $330 billion market, just meeting mental wellness. That doesn't include the physical health side to it. That doesn't include the beauty side and the other parts that are connected to mental wellness. It's just the mental wellness piece. I kind of got chills when I said that. Because I mean what I say when I say you're in the right place at the right time. We are not just creating income here. We're not just in hyper growth. We're not just doing all those things. There's a reason it's happening. It's because we're meeting this huge need. So
You're making it worse.
check this out. Not only is the need massive in the US, it is globally that big. And so this is a breakdown. You can take a screenshot if you want to really look at this, but these are the numbers across the world and what the market looks like based on the conversations happening inside of those countries. So here's the thing, you guys. Amare is called Amare Global for a reason, and that's because we're in over 50 countries. My dogs have perfect timing in barking. Okay, I want you to look at this real quick. What does this look like for our company? Karen, can you take over and kind of give them a glimpse into what this means for Amare?
Absolutely. So this was honestly one of the things that got me really excited about joining Amare last year. And even now, we are at such a pivotal point in growth. So as Amanda shared, we are in 50 countries, but I want to paint the bigger picture for you before I dive into this graph right here. So we are currently, we are a global company, but we are live in the US, Canada. Australia is honestly in the prove it stage right now still. They haven't even hit critical mass, okay? And then our other global markets, they are still in pre-launch. So if you are someone that has this big, massive vision for creating a legacy, not only for yourself, but for families around the world, I want you to see the potential impact that your yes can have with this business here at Amare, okay? So last year we hit critical mass with Amare at the end of the year. We are currently in hyper growth mode. So we're about right over here. We are literally just getting started. So think of it like a hockey stick, right? We're on that curve, but we are literally just getting started. And the growth that I personally have experienced, which all of the leaders that are here sharing on this call tonight have also experienced, is massive exponential growth. So think about that. If you are a person with a vision and you have that entrepreneurial spirit and you have a way to be able to share with others, you can have success here. And we have seen it across the board with thousands of families who are part of the Happy team, okay? And we're going to be in this hyper growth mode for the next 5 to 10 years. We are barely barely getting started, and you're going to see what the fruits of your labor now are going to result in once the company gets into that legacy phase. Okay.
Sure, graph wise, that might be right. But let's actually take a look at the people's mental wellness that you're talking about. Let's actually look at how it's actually helping them. Are they actually feeling better? Are they no longer having any depression or anxiety or anything of that nature? You're just looking at one thing, how quickly the company is growing and how quickly they're preying on people with mental illnesses who are grasping at straws to feel normal.
And just to show you a little bit more and to just prove a little bit more to you why this is the company to be a part of, Amare is one of 16 companies, one of the only 16 companies, I should say, in this industry who for the last 3 years have experienced consecutive growth. So this is the place to be.
I love it so much. Yes, absolutely. And this goes back to when you fill the greatest need, you get to build the biggest business. So I feel like I'm saying this constantly every day, repeating the same message because I'm so passionate about this. But if you are a strategic entrepreneur or you have a dream in your heart to be an entrepreneur, this is the place for growth because you're going to spend the same amount of hours a day building a business. You might as well partner with a company that has this opportunity meeting the greatest need and in this phase of growth. This is so exciting, you guys, because you get to take your efforts and multiply them based off of just the partnership. And it really truly matters who you partner with.
I hate that they don't see this. Like they keep calling this exciting, that the mental wellness need is growing. This is not exciting. It's nothing to smile about. It's nothing to get giddy about. It's a problem that doesn't need to be addressed by this bullshit happy juice.
So I'm going to show you, speaking of partnerships, what does that look like in our team? So yes, when you come here and you choose to partner within our team, this is a peek at the growth that we have been experiencing. You get access to all of our resources, our support, everything. There are over 20 diamonds in the Happy Team within the past. We actually hit 20 diamonds within 17 months. And so just know that there's a lot of duplication happening here. There's tons of support. Everyone works so well together and is here to help you. So in just the past 18, 19 months, we have had 179% year-over-year growth. Now, I don't know about you, these numbers are not heard of inside of this industry. So I'm very excited for you to come and experience this for yourself and take a peek at what this looks like for you and your life and your family and your business. So we did just hit over 2 million in sales this month. This was a peek at the numbers as of, I think it was earlier today. And so just know this is real time. We're sharing with you real time numbers right here so you can get a peek at what's really going on. So I'm very excited for you. All right, let's chat science. So anyone knows that if you're going to sell a product online, and the way that we do this both in person and online. You get to choose however you want to do it. We have great affiliate marketing model here, but we also have the ability to share with your neighbor or your mom or whoever needs this product. And so this is why it's working, because you have to have a good product in order to have good retention and good explosive growth. People are coming and the products are going viral because of what's inside of them. So Amanda, can you kind of touch on this? What does this look like when they're getting ready to launch a business here? What do they get to represent?
Yeah, so this was so important to me because I can easily use products in my home, but if I'm going to represent them and really share them with people that I love and they want to trust me and I want them to trust me. And so this was such a big deal. That's why when Jill handed me those were my first questions, right? Is anyone else just a total ingredient junkie? Like they want to know, like, I love Karen's. She says, I'm scrunchy. I am. We just ate Chick-fil-A for dinner for real. Okay. But when I'm talking about like products and ingredients and I'm going to represent them, I do want to know what's in them. And I want to know what's definitely going in my kids. And so for me, as I looked at diving into this business, I wanted to know that I would represent these products well and that they would represent my brand well. And so the first thing that I really fell in love with is that they are clinically researched and backed. That is so important to me. I've never had that in another company. Being able to show the clinical studies and what happens during those, that is scientific proof that people love to see. There is a reason that people go to the medical industry because they tend to trust the doctors, right?
Obviously.
And I know that that's part of our culture, but having our clinical studies to back something that's natural and showing people we can do this same thing with something natural, people are looking for those choices. And so we also have proprietary ingredients. You guys, I don't know if you've ever looked at the definition of proprietary, but it literally means that we covet, like we have the patent on these ingredients, and no other company is going to be able to take them and utilize them and make the same thing. No one else has what we have. Dr. Sean is our biochemist. He's a famous author. He really does all of the work behind the scenes in our ingredients, and he makes sure that what we are giving to our people is truly what they need and that it's pure and that it works. But the thing that I loved was that the gut-brain axis is being talked about all over the place. Are you guys seeing gut health all over your Instagram? It's not just because of Amare. Everyone's talking about the nervous system, the gut-brain axis. Our products are very relevant to the timing of what's going on in the health and wellness industry.
That's great. Yes. But since the majority of these people in Amare are likely not physicians, they're not nurses, they maybe have never even worked in the medical field to know that having a gut issue is going to bring on a lot of problems. And maybe anxiety and depression are one of those symptoms that you have from the gut issues that you're having. But with that said, more likely than not, the issues that you face with depression, anxiety, ADHD, whatever it is, has zero to do with your gut. So basing all of your studies on the gut-brain axis when you're talking about anxiety and depression is not going to work out, because a lot of times it's just a chemical imbalance, it's hereditary, whatever it might be. For me, it's hereditary. It just is what it is. And they can't go out there and say that this thing is going to work for everybody that has mental health issues, purely based on the fact that they're only talking about the gut issues that you're having. And that's why they talk about the juice so much, because from what I understand, they claim that it helps with your gut issues. Any probiotic on the market will help you do that. Most of them, at least.
And the technical data sheets that we have, you guys, in our back office, if you want to really dig in, if you're that person, go to our technical data sheets that are in our back office and look at them for the different products. They are in depth and they cover what the clinical research shows. That is full transparency. That is a way that we trust Amare in depth. Ethical sourcing, we're going to touch on that just a little bit.
But can you even understand those studies if you're not trained, if you're not a trained psychiatrist, if you're not a trained physician, if you're not a trained scientist of some type? Can you really fully understand any of those studies? Aside from the bottom line, what the study found, you know next to nothing.
And third-party laboratory testing, we always want to know that someone else is double checking ingredients, right? We know that any company could step up and say, oh, this is clean ingredients, and slap a label on it and put it out there to the market. We need transparent third-party testing. Amare has it. And we also have ingredient transparency. The thing that I love, Dr. Sean has an app. It's called the Ask Anything, right? It's called Ask Anything. And you can go on there and ask him a question, and he will literally pop on with a video and come back and answer and tell you all about our ingredients and anything you want to know. We are so transparent that it is like, it's a big happy family, if I'm being really honest with you. I feel like I could text Dr. Sean at any time and ask him things, and I have. Will you flip me to the next slide? And then this really hits on our ingredients, you guys. I think that for a long time in my world, I thought that only certain companies had really clean ingredients and that I had to only use that company. And the reality is that there are some great companies on the market that have clean ingredients, but not all of them have some of the things that we have, and they pair it with the mental wellness aspect. So of course, we're non-GMO and we're plant-based, no preservatives, artificial colors, flavors. Take a screenshot of this. It's also important. But look at where we talk about above organic standards and testing throughout the process. Let me tell you why this is important. Our tests cover pesticides, glyphosate, herbicides, heavy metals, antibiotics, pathogens like E. coli, fungi, and salmonella. You don't see that very often. And you certainly don't see it when you're looking at some of the same medications or the same things that people are using to help their mental wellness. We are making sure that we are helping mental wellness in the cleanest and healthiest way possible and really helping gut health. And that is what makes this business work so well.
They don't want to hear this. Sometimes the healthiest way to treat a mental illness is with medication. Some people, a lot of people, need medication to function that deal with a mental illness, and to shame people or to insinuate any kind of shame toward people who are taking medications while you're on this bullshit opportunity call is absolute garbage, and it should not be allowed.
People are looking at this big need in society right now, and they're looking at how can I help myself and my family? and make sure that it's clean and it's good for them. And so I am in love with our standards, the gluten.
And I'd also like to point out that not all medication is not good for you. Like, it's good for you. It's good for you like medication isn't. Medication is not the enemy, ever. If it's something that you have to take that you were prescribed by a doctor and you're taking it as directed, it's not the enemy. It's helping you.
Free, dairy-free, and soy-free. It's a really big deal in this industry right now. You don't see many companies that say that. So I am thankful that we have all of this backing up our products, because it's truly what makes us successful as a business. It allows us to market well, and it allows us to stand on our trust and our integrity. You're muted, Amanda.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Amanda. That was perfect. Such a great explanation of all of that. Would you dive into what is Happy Juice and what does this mean? This is our main product that most people are sharing about. It's kind of our flagship. We always say all roads lead back to Happy Juice. If you're here live on the call, drop it in the chat if you've heard of Happy Juice, and then also drop it if you're already drinking Happy Juice, and maybe drop some of your testimonies from it, your experience, and kind of let our new people see what you're loving about it. But Amanda, what is this product? Why do we share about it so much?
This is the most delicious thing you will ever put in your mouth.
Probably not.
Guys, Happy Juice is where it's at. It is helping so many people, hundreds of thousands of people worldwide. It is 3 specific ingredients, 3 specific supplements, and you mix them together, and it is affectionately called Happy Juice. So it's Mentobiotics, Edge, and Energy, and all 3 of them do different things. The Mentobiotics that are in the Happy Juice have very specific strands of prebiotics, probiotics, and phytobiotics that help boost our own serotonin and dopamine. And that's one of the reasons that it works so well and why it was kind of coined Happy Juice. And it also helps with correcting the problems of the gut and healing some of the leaky gut facets. So that is like a champion product in households. It's why we see Happy Juice work so well. The Edge is really great for our just mental flow. It's full of nootropics, and it also helps it taste great. So it's watermelon or grape. Okay. Put it in the comments. Are you team watermelon or team grape? Let's see it. I'm team grape all day, every day. Both are delicious. If you've never tried it, pick your favorite and run with it. And then Energy really helps. This is the first thing that I saw with Happy Juice on day 3 was my motivation came back. I felt like getting out of bed. I was functionally grieving versus, God, can I pull the covers back over my head? Energy is an amazing product if you find yourself in a mid-afternoon slump or just to really get through your day. A lot of us are like moms and dads, and we just have so much going on. This helps us not white knuckle life and really just go for it. And this staple product, we're seeing so many people choose this because that's what people need right now in the industry.
I don't like that she just said she was functionally grieving. Her grieving process, she's the same individual who said that she lost her father and she found Happy Juice at the same time. The fact that she was sold on that and somebody targeted her for that is asinine, okay? And secondly, to make it seem like you have to function while you're grieving. People grieve differently. If somebody wants to stay in bed to grieve, then that's their grieving process. And to insinuate that that's not how you're supposed to grieve while you're on this opportunity call is something else that is problematic. And it's also shining a light on the fact that these individuals are not trained in mental health at all, not even a little.
You need to just be able to relax and enjoy life and not have some of those hard feelings. And here's what I love. The research, these numbers, you guys, you get to say these publicly. It's my favorite thing about our company. We get to share these when we are promoting Happy Juice. And these are some eye-grabbing numbers that people will pay attention to. And so when we talk about our clinical studies and the research with Happy Juice, make sure that you're sharing that part of it because it is just a phenomenal product. It's easily our hero product, and it's what makes Amare Amare.
Yep. I see some comments in the chat or questions. Do you mix all of it together? And yes, these are 3 powders that you would mix together in water, and they taste delicious. You're going to feel so many changes, especially over the next 90 days. And as you order and start trying the product, you're going to see we have phase benefits, and your enroller, whoever helps you get started, will be able to send you those, but you're going to unlock different benefits the longer you do it. And we have had so many testimonies within our group of everything from, helping with better moods, helping release that anxiousness that they had dealt with for so long, to reducing inflammation. Take a before and after screenshot of your face, because you're going to see the inflammation disappear out of your face over the next 60 days, 90 days, all of that. So you're going to love it. You're going to see some huge shifts. It's been very instrumental in helping my body recover from lots of things and just feeling my best self. So you are going to fall in love for sure. All right, now that is a main product that we talk about as an affiliate or a brand partner here as we're building a business within this company. However, there are about 30 products that you have access to be able to share, everything from protein powders, a green supplement, collagens. We have so many good things, you guys, even supplements specifically for your mood you can take as well. Digestive enzymes, I mean, take your pick. We have some really good things, including a melatonin-free sleep supplement, one for adults and a gummy for children. However, as adults, we are all eating those gummies left and right. So you have access to all of that as a brand partner here. All right, Karen, can you talk about what are the perks of being an affiliate? Now, when we say affiliate, we say that interchangeably with brand partner. They both mean the same thing. Basically, we say affiliate because you're going to get your own affiliate code to share, and that is really exciting. Take it away, Karen.
Yeah, so you know what the movement is. We've got the social need. But we're also here to make an impact for our families, right? So this was one of the things that got me so excited when I said yes to Amare, because I knew that not only would I be able to help myself, but I would be able to help so many others be able to build an income for their families, no matter what their goals were. So you get your $10 off share code. So your link that you have gives your new customers or brand partners $10 off their purchase every single time. So this is for new customers, which is really great, especially when you're sharing on social media. As an affiliate, as an influencer, it's so cool to be able to have that additional perk, to be able to give people a discount. And that is a really key part of attraction marketing. So we've got that in mind here, okay? We also pay out up to 38% commissions on your customers. This is huge. This is unheard of in the industry. Most companies only pay out between 5 and 20% commissions. Here you can get up to 38% commissions, which is massive, okay?
There's also fine print attached to the sad tale.
We also have one of I think this is probably my favorite program that Amare has, and it's one that I talk about often because this speaks to every single person that wants to make an additional income, and it is our Focus on 5 program. So this is a program that repeats every single month, so you have the opportunity to do this every single month, and when you share Happy Juice or any of our product packs with 5 people every single month, you are guaranteed to make $500, which is essentially 100% commissions. Again, unheard of, right? We also have incredible minimum income monthly guarantees starting at $1,000 a month. When you hit the ranks of silver, gold, and platinum, we can get into all of that once you are in, okay? But if you are already in this industry, I'm just going to give you an example of what that $1,000 can look like. So if you have, whether it's customer volume at 5,000 or you're building a team here and you have that 5,000 with your team structure, you're guaranteed $1,000 with 5,000 in sales.
If you are already in this industry, that makes me wonder if they have teams from other MLMs on this opportunity call that they're trying to poach. If you're already in this industry and you're bringing over customers and teams, that's just a thought, but the way she worded that sounds very poachy to me.
Think about that. Again, I have not seen that here in the industry before. Also, it is super easy to upgrade your account to be an affiliate. So let's say you came in as a customer or you're bringing in customers and then maybe they're potentially interested in becoming an affiliate here after they fall in love with the product. They can upgrade to become an affiliate brand partner at any point in time. There is a $69 fee, but right now we have the free affiliate upgrade, which is waiving that fee so you can get in for free with your Happy Juice pack or your pack of choice.
Yep, so exciting. And the other thing too about what Karen's talking about is within our compensation plan, you can actually choose to build a team or not, right? So if you are a high enroller, maybe you want to do straight affiliate marketing, you have the option to do that here, and you can actually rank up to the top of the company just on your own personal customer sales. So that is available as well as straight up affiliate programs too for influencers over 10,000 if they have over 10,000 followers. So really exciting plans here, so many perks, and she explained it so well to be able to get a peek at that. Karen, do you want to talk about this also? This is more kind of an inside look at what you were mentioning with the guaranteed minimum monthly rewards.
Yes, so here you're getting an actual snapshot of what that looks like. So again, The rank of silver, 5,000 in sales, guaranteed $1,000. And you're looking at that as a top off. So it's not like an additional bonus. So I just want you to keep that in mind. And then at the rank of gold, you've got 10,000 in sales. They're guaranteeing $2,000. And then at the rank of platinum with 15,000 in sales, you are guaranteed an income of $2,500. And that is for a 6-month period. So here are our average incomes for our different ranks. As you saw, we are all here. We're all in the diamond ranks. We are all different diamond ranks. But just note that all of our incomes may look different from, these are just the averages. They may be well below or above those average incomes. But it's been absolutely incredible. I mentioned at the beginning of this call that I came from a different network marketing company, and I did not experience the type of success that I did there in the 5 years that I have here in the last 12 months. And again, that speaks volumes to the movement, the social need, but also the incredible compensation plan that we have in place here. And truly, people are winning here. Again, no matter what your goals are.
It's just really off-putting to me right now to see them glowing about this. This isn't something to glow about. None of this is something to glow about. The fact that I'm just so frustrated at this whole thing, that they're looking at this as a business opportunity and they're not any kind of trained professional whatsoever.
Yep, absolutely. You guys, as you're looking at that, I'm going to go back real quick. Which average income would be so helpful for you? Or maybe it's the guaranteed minimum income. As you're looking at this, what is one that you're staring at right now that you're like, hey, that would actually release the tension I feel in my shoulders at the end of the day when I think about my finances, right? This would give me the breathing space. And we know that in our economy, especially the last time there was a recession, just an extra $500 a month would have stopped most foreclosures. And so this is really exciting that we have plans like this available to be able to help people to earn the extra $500.
They don't have any kind of income disclosure on this slide, which I'm pretty sure they could get in trouble for, but I guess we'll just have to find out.
And to be able to bridge that gap here. So very excited about it all. Okay, what are these fun prizes? Karen, go ahead.
Well, aside from the incredible compensation plan, do you want to join us on a trip to the Mediterranean next year?
No, thanks.
We're going to be going to Italy. We're going to be going to Greece. And we're going to be going to, where's the other place? I forgot.
Croatia.
That's right. I am so excited. And these trips are so attainable here. So these trips here are not just for the top 100 people in the company. When you get the points, you earn the trip and you get to go. We actually just came back 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago from Mexico. We had the Happy team had over 200 people, was it, Amanda, earn the trip to the Mayan Riviera. So there was so many of us there with our families. I think in total, we were probably closer to 400 people there. So it is a true testament to the success that people are having here. And we're being rewarded for our work on top of the amazing compensation plan. And then
they're being rewarded to prey on the mentally ill, essentially. And if you're somebody who's in Amare and you're somehow watching this video for whatever reason, know that that is what's happening, please. And you were also preyed on for your mental illness or your mental struggles, if that is what happened to get you into Amare. This is a problem. And if you're part of the problem, you need to get out of it.
Finally, we also have the Love Your Journey program, which you are able to earn up to an additional $93,000 in bonuses as you hit different ranks. Just make sure, just go type in after this call. I want you to go type in Amare Love Your Journey into Google. It's going to pull up the PDF. I want you to look at it and I want you to dream big about what can potentially happen here for you and your family. Okay. I came in here with big dreams and I knew what I wanted to come to achieve. And we are realizing those dreams again, because of this company, the social need, and the way that our families are being rewarded here. You can also get Car payments. Okay. So if you would rather not get the cash bonuses, you can get car payments on a car lease. Or they have other incredible prizes. So you can redeem trips if you want. And then at the ranks of silver, gold, platinum, and above, you also have the opportunity to go redeem some like MacBook Pro, iPhone. We've got the headphones, which I actually have right here, Louis Vuitton, like the prizes are just absolutely insane. So
you preyed on all of these mentally ill people, but oh well, you got a Louis bag in the process, right?
you have a lot here that you can benefit from, a lot to choose from. And truly, I am just so grateful to be partnered with this company that truly sees their brand partners as their workforce, and they are rewarding them beautifully for all of their efforts.
It's so fun, you guys, to be able to go pick out a free iPhone or to get a MacBook in the mail, right? I just got one a little while ago, and it's been awesome to be able to use that, whether it's for my kids or myself, but they give you business tools plus other tools that make your journey a lot of fun. So,
but how often do you sit there and wonder how many people you actually hurt in the process?
That's available. And then Karen, would you just touch on what is Focus on 5? Because I feel like this is a program that people need to know about, especially as we continue into the systems real quick.
Yes, so I actually did touch upon it briefly on the previous slide, but when you help 5 friends, so our hero product here is the Happy Juice. We have other incredible packs, but for me personally, I share the Happy Juice. That is the main product that I talk about. And when I help 5 people, and when you come and help 5 people get started with that product pack, or the pack of their choice, you get $500. So it is broken up here in weekly commissions, and then the bonuses get paid out with our monthly commissions. Here we actually also get paid 5 times a month, which is absolutely insane, because even with my previous company, I was getting paid monthly, and I knew what a struggle it was, especially having my husband, who's the breadwinner, and just relying on that one income and then waiting for my commissions to get paid. Sometimes if I made a sale at the beginning of the month and then waiting almost 45 days for that commissions to come in, it was hard. And I love that they have the weekly commissions here.
I bet you she never said that it was hard. In that MLM, she was probably preaching about it just like she is now in this MLM, making it seem like it was all rainbows, unicorns, and fucking butterfly farts.
And again, you can get that Focus on 5 bonus, and you can rely on that every single month because it is recurring, and that is available to everybody. So love that program.
Okay, awesome. Jill, would you talk about the systems that the company has available for all of us? Because I know this is a big question too. I'm ready to get started, but what will be there to support me?
Well, I remember when I started, I had the conversation with you. I said, I need to be able to just focus on serving and helping people. And what systems do we have in place from the company and the team to just let them run? And I don't have to worry about that. What I loved was that right away you said, Amare's got these and the team has this. Just focus on helping people, bringing them into the community, and they're going to be set. So we have an easy to use website. As soon as you place your order, you've got a website, a share code that you get to start sharing right away. You get access to the virtual assistant business app where you have everything at your fingertips. We have an onboarding system set up for new people so that you can literally launch your business before you even get your package in the mail. It's so neat because you can do customizable carts to give them exactly what they need. So they can just click, check out, and you're done. We have monthly science calls, opportunity calls, support from corporate. It's really amazing because I was looking for a place that I could just focus on, again, helping other people get in, enrolling people, and letting the systems do their work to help support with education and what they have to do next. That's why we have such growth here, is because the systems work.
Yep, it's amazing. And then what type of systems do they have support from or access to as part of our team?
That's that next level. Like, I wanted to make sure that we have a community where people can feel like they pull their chairs up and they feel supported, not like they have the weight on their world or the weight of the world on their shoulder and have to go forward and be like, okay, let me figure this out. We have weekly calls. We have social media launch strategies. We have access to leaders to answer questions. Chats are going all the time. And it's never a place where you feel like you can't ask questions. People are asking and answering all the time, whether they're upline, downline, sideline. everybody is getting supported. And that's why we know that we are having success as well, because you can look at teams and see that they're having growth, but the difference in our team is the support and the duplication of leadership ranks. It's not just one person who is achieving these high ranks. You heard Amanda say before, there's 20 diamonds.
It's a cubic zirconia.
And there's more coming every single month. It seems like, because of the support that we have, the systems in place, you come in, you just have to start. You just start and then follow the plans, and you're going to have amazing growth. I love the support from the team and the company.
I love that so much. Thank you, Jill. Okay, you guys, it is time to get started. And there are a couple things you should know about. So first of all, just like Karen mentioned, there are free brand partner upgrades happening until the 30th. So this is going to save you $69. So if you're ready to go, let's go, because I want you to be able to take advantage of that price cut. And so basically, know that. And then the second thing is, all you have to do is choose your pack to start. So we're going to give you a glimpse at some of our most popular packs. However, you could choose whatever you want on the website. Any order of $129 or more will unlock that discount for you. So just know that.
A kids pack. The first comprehensive mental wellness pack for kids and teens. The Amare Kids Pack is formulated to support full mind and body nutrition. It is gut-wrenching to think that there are parents out there giving this to their kids, and their kids aren't actually getting the actual mental health attention that they need, potentially. Are we seeing the problems yet?
Okay, here's a peek at some of our most popular. Amanda, would you go over these? Nope, you're muted. I'll just keep going. Her computer is not unmuting her for some reason. Okay, the kids pack is fantastic, you guys. This is a very popular pack, especially for children. It addresses the gut-brain axis for them. It's going to give them access to our viral kids mood pixie sticks. These are amazing for focus, so keep that in mind as well. Or the Happy Juice pack. Now, when you look at these prices, I want you to know this is before a discount. So whoever invited you to this call is going to give you that extra $10 off that Karen was mentioning as a perk. To own a business here, you have access to that affiliate code. So they're going to give you that $10 off. So Happy Juice will be $136, not $146. Okay. And again, that business upgrade will come free with this for you. Or you could take a look at our Happy Hormones pack. I had a few questions in the chat about hormone support. This is very popular. A lot of people do this with Happy Juice, so you might want to bundle that on. Ask the person who invited you to help you with that to make sure you get the best deal. Or a fundamentals pack, which is what you might want to choose if you really want to target your gut health and start there. So the fundamentals pack is actually what this company was launched on, and there's a lot of scientific research and awards around that pack as well. Okay, these are a peek at our launch pack. So whether there is a free upgrade promotion happening or not, you can actually get these, and that free upgrade is included in every single one of these packs. So here's
something that's gonna blow your fucking mind, right? I pay $13 for my antidepressant every 3 months, I think it is. $13. This is a month supply, I believe, for $264.95. What are we doing?
With a wellness pack, I have 4 kids, and I knew that we would go through a lot. I like to call these packs our Costco packs because it's like shopping at Costco. You get a discount when you buy more in one pack. So that's what this is. That wellness pack will save you about $500. And the thing I want to point out is
it's actually costing you way more if you actually go to a doctor and utilize the insurance benefits you have. If you have insurance, I hope you do, which is a whole nother, that would be a different channel. There's insurance issues for sure. But if you do have sufficient insurance, you are wasting so much more money than you would be if you went to the doctor, saw a psychiatrist, saw a therapist, got the medication that you needed for your chemical imbalance that needs medication. You would be saving so much more money.
If the Mediterranean cruise and that trip was intriguing to you, look at the extra bonus points you're going to get with these packs, because they give you extra points to earn that trip. So the wellness pack is going to give you 150 points. The essentials pack will give you 75, and the starter pack will give you 25 bonus trip points. So check that out. A lot of people are running fast for that cruise. We have all the way until June to achieve it, and we have many achievers already. So it's very attainable, like what Karen was talking about. You get the points, you get to go. There's no cutoff. We're going to make sure you get on the boat. We literally don't want you to miss the boat. All right, you guys. Together, we are leading a new era of mental health. It's time to move past the stigmas and uncover the need to support each other in life's mental wellness journey.
No, you're adding to the stigma, because what you're doing is supporting the fact that people don't want to go to the doctor or speak up about their mental struggles. They're just going to silently buy this happy juice and hope it works. And they never had to talk to anybody about their mental health issues. They never had to go see a therapist and actually talk about what's going on. They never had to get the blood work done that was going to tell them what they needed in terms of whatever else might be affecting their mental health. They just saw this as a possible solution, maybe shot in the dark. And I'm speaking as somebody who would have taken this as a possible solution for herself. I would have done this if I didn't advocate for myself at my doctor 2 years ago. If I didn't know about MLMs, I would have fallen for this. And there are so many people out there that aren't aware of this situation and haven't advocated for themselves because of the stigma that continues to be around mental health. And this Amare bullshit happy juice is just helping the stigma continue through the years.
A healthier, happier you is just steps away. You guys, we do want to extend the invitation tonight to join this revolution and this movement. It's happening. With or without any of us, it was going to happen. But we decided to say yes and to step in because we knew with or without us, it would happen and we didn't want to miss it. And I feel like I'm always saying that every day is I don't want you to miss this. There is something truly magical happening here, and we're making so many waves in the industry, but within the world. And I believe together, all of us can make a big difference in the next generation. So it's time to create an income while we create an impact, and we are inviting you to join us. We are so excited for you to get in. We can't wait to welcome you into our groups. You'll get access to everything as soon as you are signed up and choose your products. Ladies, is there anything you want to add to that? Nope, they're shaking their head. We're good to go. Okay, you guys. Thank you, friends, for joining us tonight. I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to turn off the recording, and we will see you soon on the next call. Bye, everyone.
I'm sorry if this was a less exciting video than normal, but I do have a palate cleanser for us, so there is that. It's time for TikTok Hates Your MLM.
I'm currently at my favorite Goodwill, and I know you're probably thinking, why is this Goodwill specifically your favorite? And let me show you why. The pyramid scheme LuLaRoe wreaked havoc on this small town, and now Goodwill is left with all of this fucking merchandise. Here's another rack as well. This is the sad reality of girl bossing.
I saw that and I laughed, and I had to include it because if you don't know, I was in Scentsy. I was also in LuLaRoe, and I was somebody who had to donate some of my stuff to Goodwill, but luckily I was able to sell off a lot of stuff on like Poshmark and stuff after I left LuLaRoe. So I know that even years later, there's a Goodwill somewhere that potentially still has all the things that I couldn't sell on Poshmark. But anyway, thanks for sticking with me through this video. I know, like I said, it wasn't as fun and lighthearted as most of my other videos, but it is definitely something that I want to make sure that I am shining a light on and bringing awareness to. Please help me spread awareness about Amare. I hate that they are still here doing this, and I hope that they get shut down soon. As always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.
I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.